I played professional sports for 11 years. And while everybody sees the massive contracts, what you often don't see are the hidden retirement benefits, some worth millions of dollars to players. For example, one league has a 401k match of more than 100%, and another league has a benefit that could be worth more than $12 million to a player. And in today's video, I'm going to walk you through the 6 biggest retirement benefits that professional athletes have. Let's dive in. The NFL has an average salary north of $3 million. Major League Baseball, north of $4 million. And the NBA, north of $6 million. But here's the part that you don't often see with these salaries, is these are the average salaries, and they have to account for the players that are earning $20 million, $30 million, and $40 million in a year. Now consider the fact that most players that reach this level will never even make the average salary. In fact, the average career of a professional athlete will typically last less than 3 years. I say this because these retirement benefits that we're going to talk about here today become even more powerful and more impactful for professional athletes. And starting at number 6 on our list is the NBA 401k plan. It has a 140% match where the NBA will actually contribute 140% of any pre-tax money that an NBA player contributes to the plan. So in 2026, if a player contributes $24,500 to the plan, the NBA will then contribute $34,300 of their own money to that plan. That sounds like a lot of money, but consider the fact that if this money is invested correctly and it grows at 10% a year from the age of 25 to the age of 62, you have $1.166 million in this account. So one contribution from the NBA in 1 year could be worth more than $1 million to a player in retirement. Coming in at number 5 on our list is the NFL Annuity Program. And the NFL Annuity Program works like this. You have to have 3 credited seasons. And to have a credited season, what that means is you have to have 3 games that you are on the active roster. This could be regular season or this could be postseason. Now, there's 2 different types of contributions to the NFL Annuity Program and all sorts of factors determining how much money you would actually have in your annuity. But let's consider that if a player has $50,000 per year coming out for their annuity and they take it at age 65, which is the latest amount that you could take it to maximize the benefit, and they take this benefit from age 65 to age 90, they would get payouts north of $1.2 million in this one retirement benefit if they did it right on the upfront. We're going back to the 401k. And before I talk about this 401k plan, just understand that the average American that has a 401k has about a 3% company match. So let's level set when we're talking about how incredible these company matches are. We're going to talk about the NFL 401k plan, where they have a 2-for-1 company match. What that means is they have a 200% match on any dollar that a player puts into the 401k. So if they put in $24,500 in 2026, that means the NFL will also contribute another $49,000 to that player's 401k program. Now let's do a little bit of math together. Let's say that player contributes it at 25. He doesn't take it out till he's age 62. That contribution of $49,000 at 10% a year is now worth $1.66 million. 1 year's worth of contributions. But here's the thing that players miss when it comes to this. In fact, so many athletes that come in our door at Moment Private Wealth, this is what I see missed. They have these contributions to a 401k plan. Maybe they made the right contribution, maybe the league matched the contribution, but they never actually invested the money the right way. Because to actually maximize these benefits, to turn these into millions of dollars in the future, you actually have to go into the plan, choose the investments, make sure they align to your life, and make sure that they fit in your overall plan. Consider this, that Major League Baseball used to have a plan where they would contribute the money, but every dollar would go into a 40% equity split and a 60% bond split. What that means is you're not going to earn 10% a year. You might earn 4 or 5% a year. And that's the difference between hundreds of thousands of dollars in the future in your retirement plan. So if you're an athlete out there, that's the check that you need to make. What is this money actually invested in? Is it actually connect to my financial life in the future? And for athletes out there that have questions around their retirement plan or what they're doing with their money, you can text us directly and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. 314-597-8350. Transitioning back to another 401k plan, but this one tops the NBA and the NFL. It's the Major League Baseball 401k plan, and it works like this. Teams will contribute up to a certain dollar amount based on the luxury tax. The luxury tax is how much teams go over what is essentially a soft salary cap. Now, in years past, teams have blasted through this. And what this has meant for players, that in years like 2025, players didn't have to contribute $1 to their 401k plan. In fact, the team maxed out the entire contribution. In 2025, that was a $70,000 contribution. Now, let's do a little bit of math together. If we took $70,000 and was contributed at age 25, we didn't take it out till we were age 62. What do you think that's worth? Well, At a 10% rate of return, it's worth about $2.37 million. 1 year, one contribution from the league. Now remember, this money has to be invested the right way for you to actually maximize this benefit. Now we're going to talk about the last two retirement benefits that are out there. And these ones are worth millions of dollars more than anything we've talked about up to this point. Starting at number 2 is the MBA pension plan. Now the MBA pension plan maxes out at 10 years of credited service time, but the maximum amount that you can get is around $215,000 per year. The age that you want to take it at to maximize that dollar amount on a per year basis is age 62. Now, consider that if you took it at age 62 and you kept it until you passed away at age 90, what do you think that'd be worth? It's worth roughly $9.2 million in total payouts. And the reason why this number is so high is a couple things. Number one, you waited until you were age 62. And number two, with these pensions, they have what's called a cost of living increase, typically around 3%. So you're getting around $215,000 in today's dollars when you actually get to age 62. A $9 million benefit for playing in the NBA. But this isn't actually the best benefit that's out there. In fact, number one on our list, we're going to go back to Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball has perhaps the best retirement benefit I've ever seen. It is the Major League Baseball pension plan, and it comes in at $290,000 per year. It also has that same cost of living increase that the NBA has, but the thing that's unique about the MLB plan is that it actually goes up with the IRS limits. So every single year, the IRS will have a limit on what a defined benefit plan can actually pay out in a given year. And right now, Major League Baseball just tracks with whatever the maximum IRS amount is. Now, to get to this level, you have to have 10 years of credited service time. And to actually take the maximum amount, $290,000 per year, you do have to wait till the age of 62. But consider if you wait till age 62, and we take these payouts from age 62 to age 90, they're worth more than $12 million in total payouts for a player. So while the average salary might be around $4 million, the total payouts of a pension for a player that has 10 years of MLB service time is more than 3 times that, $12 million. Now, these numbers are huge, and they're oftentimes things that get totally overlooked when we're seeing these massive contracts out here. But the other thing that often gets overlooked is what I talked about earlier in this video, that most professional athletes like me that played for 11 years, but I don't have 11 years of Major League Baseball service time. Most players don't actually get to the top level and actually stay there for 10 plus years. They don't make hundreds of millions of dollars. And this is where these retirement benefits become even more valuable for players. But if you're a player out there, you need to understand how these work on day one. And don't worry, if you're a player that's in retirement, these can still be beneficial to you. You want to make sure that they are tweaked, that they're adjusted, that they're aligned with what you're doing in your financial life to make sure that you are maximizing them. Because what I showed you today is that these can be worth millions of dollars if you do them right. As always, my goal with this channel is to help you get smarter with your money. Until next time, my friends.